All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Like 50, 56, go!
Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Mike. Alert, alert, alert. Middle, 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 middle. Hey, Delta. Crunch, crunch.
Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 43 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Whip, 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 whip. Hey, tight, tight, tight. Check, check.
Now a first down carry by Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Packers' 29-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for him.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Slam, slam, slam. Monday. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Buzz, buzz. Watch QB drop. Mike 56, Mike 56. Stop your whining.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. This one complete, right side to McDonald. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
I'm going back to you. Check 31, check 31.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Now.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 13 yards, first down, Packers. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. All day, just like that, Bravo. Let's go.
On 3rd down, McPherson. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Ready. 18 Gator. Let's go. Take 4. Ready.
They'll try the left side. It's Norris. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Come on, set. 8 read. Hey, Alpha. Defense.
From the gun, McPherson. Bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose.
On plays like this, where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Hey, box truck.
Back to throw. McPherson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he's into the clear. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designate.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
56, 56. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Watch the slant, watch the slant. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Smooth. Hey, tight. Mike 56, Mike 56. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Go. Half 10. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Go.
So after the INT, it's Allen going for it all. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. As his guys are in for 6 as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
I'm coming after you.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
2nd and 3. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 33.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Josh Allen in there for a milestone sack. That's number 150 of his great career. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, hit it.
Looking to throw. McPherson. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He was trying to find Equanimous St. Brown, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Packers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw. McPherson nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Get off the field. Cloud. Alert. Hey, wahoo. It's our field.
To throw, it's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 2nd down, McPherson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Let's go, baby. Switch. SOS. Middle. SOS. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, home. Damn. Hey, Zoo. Win the rep. Let's go right here.
Allen gonna throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Check. 56. Alert. 56. Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Here we go, D.
Hey, orbit.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Pass 85. Pass 85.
56, Mike. 56. It's coming this way. Coming.
Here's Allen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Throwing on first down. McPherson nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Second and long. It's completed to Caldwell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
Here we go. 60 or.
Here we go. 53 is the Mike.
Hey, Jet.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be fourth down and a few inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on fourth and inches. They'll go with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They'll run on first down. Jones. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Second and 10. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a fourth pick. And it's third down.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is third and 10.
Go.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Too little, tap. 53 is the Mike.
Looking to throw. McPherson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, as time expires in the first half, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after here coming up. He's got it to bring it back to 28-7 now. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On first down, it's Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to have a third down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put in.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Chris Godwin, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers get a score closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll run on first down. Mitchell. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
On play action, Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Alert, alert, alert. He's coming, double up. 56 to Mike. 56 is the mic. Crunch time.
Now Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 42 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Hey, watch it, watch it. Check three, check three, check three.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
At the 31-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong football.
Throw left side complete. It's Lawson. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21.
56. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Switch.
5 wide.
Under 10. 10. Kill. Big edge.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Kill.
Pass.
56. 56 the mic.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kenny Clark, his 2nd sack of the night. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Alert.
Who do you want?
Sub.
Mike 56. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen looking for the end zone. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Packers take over.
Let's go,
1st
boys.
and
Let's
10
go.
at their own 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the 1st.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down.
Mike, 53. Smooth. Mike, set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down.
Here we go. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. I'm coming. I'm coming. Hit it.
On fourth down, McPherson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Josh Jackson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Yeah, quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 47. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Hey, high 7.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Showing that. Showing that. Hey, check. Go.
Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he's going to air one out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set 70, Indy. You better get afraid of me. You better fight.
They'll go again to Jones. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
You'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, it's Jones. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the gun on 3rd down. McPherson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
He's crashing. He's checking.
Half 85, half 85.
Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Regular, 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 regular.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
Watch the safety creep. Middle. Out, out.
Banjo, banjo. Banjo, banjo.
Gun.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56. All day, punt.
Hey, wahoo.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Buccaneers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. McPherson. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, McPherson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
53, Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. McPherson, he's going to let it. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 67 yards.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
It's the age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the time they just look at it like, let's just play the game. And however it turns out, it turns out.
So Allen's going to look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. In for the score as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Buccaneers, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll get to stay home again next.